In the spring of 2022, an historical roadside marker was unveiled to further identify the gravesite of Charles Minot Dole in Paul Smith's New York. Minnie, as he was known, was the founder of the National Ski Patrol and spearheaded the development of the U.S. Army's 10th Mountain Division. The Eastern Division Spring Officers Meeting was held at the end of April in Albany, New York. The morning after its conclusion, the team boarded a bus headed to Paul Smith's for the celebration. Based on the two groups' relationship to Minnie Dole, it could be said that they are cousins of a sort.
Good afternoon, everybody. To say I'm excited to have this finally happening is a vast understatement. We're here to unveil a historic roadside marker further identifying the gravesite of Charles Minot Dole. The development of this New York State historical marker has been a collaborative effort between the Eastern Division National Ski Patrol Committee, the 10th Mountain Division, the National Association of the 10th Mountain Division, members of St. John's Episcopal Church, Paul Smith's College, and local town representatives. We would like to thank each of these various members for their contributions to this memorial in honor of our founder. Minnie was the visionary founder of the National Ski Patrol and a leading proponent of the creation of the 10th Mountain Division. We're proud to be able to recognize him as such and memorialize his gravesite with this marker. Please rise for the presentation of colors and the singing of our national anthem.
Present colors.
So at this point, I would like to turn over the proceedings to our very talented national historian of the National Ski Patrol, Mr. Richard Hamlin.
Welcome, friends and family. And when I use the term family, it's completely inclusionary in terms of the groups of all who are here. Specifically, we'd like to also thank the Dole family for making the trip and joining us. We thank you very much. We appreciate that. I'd also like to thank the family members who aren't in uniform today. All of us, how we've gotten to this place in our careers, be it through the ski patrol or the military, owe much of our progress to the family who stays at home. So I'd like to thank you family members who joined us today and all of the support that you've given to us through all the years to make both of our organizations as strong as they are. So thank you very much, extended family, true family, supporting family. Hopefully get our two families, the National Ski Patrol family and the 10th Mountain family, to have more reunions, more family reunions like this and get together on things like this. Every one of us who stands here is the product of some form of training, of some sort of process, and whether you wear the white cross on your back or the cross sabers on your arm, someone trained you. Someone gave time to put you into a higher skill level so you could advance. And those people were trained by someone who were in turn trained by someone else. And our common heritage is that if we trace that back to the beginning, we all stand on the shoulders who came before us, and all of us can trace ourselves, our careers, our paths in our organizations back to one pair of shoulders, Charles Minot Dole, who we celebrate today.
Thank you so much. It is truly an honor to be here today. General Beagle, it's an honor to be with you. Mr. McAfee, a member of our greatest generation, it's an honor to sit next to you. Members of the Dole family, fellow elected officials, veterans, and National Ski Patrol members. I am proud to join all of you in honoring the incredible lifetime contributions of Charles Minot Dole. The now world-renowned National Ski Patrol has allowed for greater safety and more enjoyment in the outdoors. He took his personal passion of skiing and made the pastime better and safer for future generations. And because of his advocacy, and I talked to a member of his family, because of literally him taking the time to write letters to the President of the United States, to write letters to the Secretary of Defense, he was able to successfully convince the War Department of the need for troops trained in mountaineering techniques. During World War II, the 10th Mountain Division deployed to Italy. Mr. McAfee was part of that deployment and valiantly won many battles against the Germans in the mountainous Italian terrain, thanks to Mr. Dole's efforts and extensive training from the National Ski Patrol. And because of his contributions, New York's 21st District is now home to one of the country's most versatile and capable light infantry forces, home of the 10th Mountain Division, the most deployed unit in the U.S. Army since 9/11. Currently, we have members of the 10th who are deployed around the world today. Mr. Dole's legacy will live on, both in the National Ski Patrol, and it's so wonderful to have so many of you here today, as well as the mountain tough spirit of the 10th Mountain Division. Today, as we honor Mr. Dole, I wanted to present his family with a congressional record commemorating his life. Thank you. Climb to glory.
Well, good afternoon to everybody. There's going to be a little bit of redundancy. Rick stole my notes. I'm just saying, Rick. But protocol has already been established. But I do want to start by saying thank you to the community that's here, the family that is here. And I'd like to thank all of you that have come here to help us honor a hero for our nation and to bring greater visibility to his resting place. And I want to thank all of you for the honor and the privilege to provide remarks here today. Now, there is a protocol for the privilege to speak. Typically, I'm told, sir, you can speak as long as you want to. But then the protocol kicks in and somebody tells me, sir, you have 10 minutes to speak as long as you want to. So I will use my time wisely this morning. And standing here today to honor Charles Minot, Minnie Dole, is very special and a very special occasion, not only for me, but as you've heard, his family, his friends, members of the National Ski Patrol, but also for everyone that's been associated with the 10th Mountain since our founding in 1943. As you've heard, our division was founded as the 10th Infantry Division Alpine. My focus this morning is to speak briefly about how unveiling this New York State historical roadside marker connects us to our past, our present, and our future. Today's dedication is the ultimate reminder to never forget your past, always be linked to it, but also never lose sight of what our founders in the National Ski Patrol had in mind when they lobbied for the creation of the 10th Division. Many saw the potential and the military necessity of ski troops after seeing the successes of the elite Finnish troops on skis defeat the Soviet Union in 1939. Leaders of the War Department. At one point in time, he met with then Chief of Staff of our Army, General George C. Marshall. You don't just walk into the Chief of Staff of the Army's office. I don't care how many stars you have, that just doesn't happen. But he did it. And it took many years and a lot of effort to convince the critics and the skeptics that the U.S. needed ski troops. The surprise attack by the Japanese on Pearl Harbor changed all of that. And Minnie was given the green light. And someone once said about Minnie, when he got a bone between his teeth, it was going to be very hard to get it out. The National Ski Patrol led the effort to recruit and vet soldiers. And this is the first time in our Army's history where we've ever outsourced recruiting to a civilian organization. The recruits were called three-letter men because of the three letters required by the association. This effort yielded 8,000 new recruits for the World War II 10th Division. And what is important was Minnie's vision and steadfast determination to create a new kind of soldier that would be prepared to fight in the mountains during World War II. His vision was soldiers who were physically fit, well-trained, and disciplined. His vision was realized in the mountains of Italy as the 10th fought against and defeated the Germans. Our division is the only division in World War II never to have to take an objective twice. I finished a book recently titled Legacy, and the one thing that it referenced was being a good ancestor. A good ancestor plants trees, but they will never be rewarded by the shade of those trees. Minnie Dole planted the tree of the 10th Mountain Division. Our division has produced a lot of shade for our Army and our nation. We still train on skis and snowshoes to this day. We train in the mountains of Vermont, and most recently, we trained in the mountains of Chile, South America. They do have mountains in Chile. Very high altitudes and very harsh conditions. We boast the history, as you've heard, of the most deployed division in our Army today since 9/11. Yes, Minnie Dole was a good ancestor. The marker unveiled today will serve as a beacon to everyone in the future to be inspired by the life of Charles Minot Dole. For those of us who wear the 10th Mountain Division patch, we have found a great fortune to stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. We stand on the shoulders of our great ancestor. Today we fill our ranks with three-letter men and women who epitomize Minnie Dole's vision: toughness, grit, skill, and dogged determination. Our motto, as you heard, is climb to glory, with a response that states to the top. The motto was earned in the Apennine Mountains in Italy. On the eve of a major attack up a 5,000-foot mountain, if not higher, our first commanding general stated, "Stay behind the man in front of you, no matter what, keep moving, we will meet at the top." This is exactly the spirit that Minnie Dole had in mind. Minnie has been referred to as the founding father and guiding spirit. He left a legacy far beyond what he could have imagined. He was a good ancestor. Thank you to all of you for being here today. And thank you for every contribution you have made to make our nation what it is today. Climb to glory.
First is Mr. Harold McAfee, World War II 10th Mountain veteran. Harold will turn 100 in January, 100 years old.
Harold. Well, thank you so much for coming to the event. I appreciate
Thank you
it.
for
We all-
inviting me. It's my honor to be honored here with a great bunch of people from the Ski Patrol. And thank Minnie Dole. She sent me on a very adventurous trip.
I'm sure you'll enjoy the day.
Being
We've got a lot of
91 years old.
things. Yeah.
99.
99, yeah.
99. When I say 91.
Yeah. So,
Going on 100.
when's your birthday? When is your birthday?
January 9th.
January 9th. Okay. Wow.
1923.
Wow. Wow.
Luckily, 2023, but I say hello.
Yes. Good. Good.
Pretty good.
That's awesome.
We'd like to have John Beach and Matt Levinson come forward and unveil the New York State Historic Market.
After the ceremony at Paul Smith's, the group traveled to the Saranac Lodge for an awards luncheon. After lunch, Mr. Cal Goldsmith, director of the Eastern Division, welcomed all of the guests. Comments were made by Mr. Mike Pratt, CEO of the Olympic Region Development Authority, and Mr. Chris Castillion, CEO of the National Ski Patrol.
You know, I really am humbled at the opportunity to be here. What has really set in with me over the last couple of days is, you know, we're connected by our desire for service to others. And you look around in this audience and you see the Red Jackets, but you also see the military. We're connected to this organization with the 10th Mountain Division and the work that they're doing on behalf of our country and certainly in service of our country. And you all are out on the mountains every day serving others to keep them safe and secure as they recreate and enjoy this outdoor opportunity that we have. I am humbled by the history of this organization, really that passion, you know, to stay in and continue giving back to your community and serving others is really why we're all here today. So thank you, General Beagle, for your time today. Thank you, Mr. McAfee, for your service to our country, and thank you all for your service to this organization.
At this time, we'd like to call forward Gore Mountain Patrol Director Mike McClure, Bob Zandy, Master Sergeant Dan Fields, and First Sergeant Patrick Iron. Region Director Grant Fullman will explain the situation.
Thanks, Cal. So many stories today. So while on a 4-day leave from the 10th Mountain Division, soldiers Michael Mattis and Richard Jacobs were approaching the ticket booth at Gore Mountain. They heard someone calling for help. They found a 65-year-old retired white-faced ski patrol on the ground. Checking responsiveness and vitals, they found no pulse, no breathing, and strong gurgling sounds. As I investigated this incident, and my first clue that there were soldiers involved, they referred to the patient as the casualty. Formal in their statement is not too common. And I said, I think we're on to something here. Due to their combined efforts, this gentleman survived for 2 days before passing, and in so doing was able to be an organ donor who likely saved several other lives.
Captain Richard Jacobs and Sergeant Michael Mattis of the 10th Mountain Division are being awarded National Certificates of Appreciation for their life-saving efforts and seamless coordination with the Gore Mountain Ski Patrol. Who is accepting for Captain Jacobs? And who will be accepting for Staff Sergeant Michael Mattis? Patrol Director Mike McClure is being awarded a Purple Merit Star for his leadership in overseeing the life-saving efforts of the retired patroller. Please join me in congratulating these fine soldiers and patrollers for their actions. Mike, please come forward. Will the following committee members please come forward? Matt Levinson, John Beach. Today we have yellow merit stars for both these gentlemen. They've been chasing this goal for 10 years, and it was a lot of work, and I can't believe how much work it was to organize this event, to have it happen the way it was today. And these two guys just drove the whole thing. It's my pleasure to award yellow merit stars to John Beach and Matt Levinson. So we would like to award a Patriot Star to Patrick Houghton. Are you here? No. Very pleased. And Pat, by the way, is the guy that handled all the press, all the coordination with General Beagle's office, with Congresswoman Stefanik's office. He is a real pro. He made this happen today as smoothly and seamlessly as he did. Nice job. Thank you. These are the original castings made by Rick Hamlin that are on the sign that we just put forward. So we are giving this to the NCO Academy for display in their display case. So that concludes our discussions and comments. Thank you very much for everybody. Most especially thank you, General Beagle, for being here once again, and Mr. McAfee for being here. You are the star of our show today.
My grandpa told a story how he once went off to war. There he fought and suffered like he never had before. I asked him why he volunteered to join the Mountaineers. He said that he was called to go fight in the tough frontier. We're singing 90 pounds of rucksack, an MRE or two. We'll climb the mountain like our grandpas used to do. When can I re-up so I can jump back in the snow? The fireplace back home is warm, but I live for the cold. Those brave men aren't among us now, they're mostly past and gone. So we want to honor them with this new mountain song. But all of us keep powder an inch above the knee. And if that makes us crazy, we're in real good company. We're singing 90 pounds of rucksack, an MRE or two. We'll climb the mountain like our grandpas used to do. When can I re-up so I can jump back in the snow? The fireplace back home is warm, but I live for the cold. For the cold.